Hey there, Jim and Cindy here from OUTAPocket. Today we're planning to fix an issue that's been with us since we bought the van.
If you've watched our most recent video, the one-year review, then you know that the bug screen has got a couple of issues. It's coming unglued from the top, and overall the size is too small, so when you zip it, it opens up on the sides.
So it's time to fix that because it's bug season here in the Northeast, and we're actually planning a trip north soon. Probably will be lots of bugs, and we decided we really do want this screen to be functioning normally.
This should be a really easy project to fix this problem.
I hope.
I hope. We do get to use power tools, so there is that.
Yeah, let's get started.
All right.
These are the issues with this bug net. And you can see there was some glue. There still is some glue here. But as you go along, there's all these big gaps, a few screws, gap, massive gap. It's just not this glue, whatever they used. It's just not good enough. So all that needs to be somehow tightened up and attached properly.
The second problem is that overall the size of the screen is too small. When you start to bring down the zipper, you can see that it comes undone from the sides, which isn't great for bug prevention. We're going to look at fixing that too.
We've thought about this, and the plan is first to get this sized right, and actually it needs to be moved a little bit. If you look over here, you have a lot of extra overhanging, and over here it barely reaches the bottom. So this whole thing needs to be pulled out, moved a little bit, and then we have to fill this gap. In the middle I got this double-sided Velcro, so I'm hoping we can cut some strips of this to insert along the two sides, fill that gap. Once everything's all aligned and we like how it looks, we'll deal with securing it.
We're measuring this space so that we can position the zipper in exactly the center of the doorway, and it looks as though it's measuring at about 63.5 inches. So if you can see that, 31 3/4 is about where it ought to be, so it's off by a good inch. We want to put that in the middle so that the bottom will align properly.
Should be over there, like that. Alright, that's better. Could even look at this. Think it needs fixing? Think that's bug proof?
That realignment worked. If you look down here, what used to be bunching at the corner is now tight and it ends where it's supposed to. We're still a little too wide here, so we got to work on that next. Looking at how this is constructed, this has a carve out right here. We don't know why, but this appears to be where the shortfall in material is coming from. Instead of having this carve out, we're going to put in a piece of Velcro right there, and that'll give us enough material to be able to close the screen.
Okay, so 2 strips, 22.5 inches. We'll fill in that gap. I mean, you're right, it just does not need that shape.
Moment of truth.
Let's hear it.
All right.
Yay!
Yes!
It worked. All right.
Perfect. Just putting a little mark here so that if we ever take this screen off, we'll know where the perfect center is.
To fix this Velcro, I mean, there are some screws. There's one there, there's some along the top. Huge sections have nothing. So my plan is to use a combination of VHB tape, which I love using to fix things. And I got these, what are called Lath screws. It was the closest I could find to these types of screws they're using with kind of a big head. So hopefully a combination of those will be able to keep this stuck on moving forward. These are the screws. I just took one out to check it. They're actually pretty long. These are the ones I got, a 1/2 inch. They both have very similar heads. So I think these will work fine, but I will drill pilot holes for all the new ones. I'm noticing that this side of the Velcro is kind of like wrinkled, rippled. There's a little too much. Another wrinkle there. Yet this side way over here is a little short. So to start, I'm going to undo all these screws and I'm going to try to shift those wrinkles over to fill in the missing space over here.
So we're putting on the VHB tape under where we're going to put more screws to reinforce it where it originally was.
We're going to be adding a few more screws along here, so I took this panel off just so I knew what was behind there. It looks like it's really pretty clean, just this plastic panel, so we should be good. We have the VHB tape in on both sides from here down to about there. We've put the original screws back in. Now we'll add a few more screws as fast as we can because the bugs are coming out. Interestingly, at this spot on the other side there was a screw, but not on this side. This is a 7/64. You probably could go a little bigger, but I'm going to test with the smaller size first.
Good. We're putting another strip of tape here. We were going to drill another bolt here, but it isn't going to work. There's some kind of mechanism here that you can't get anything through here. So we're putting another strip of tape to make sure this stays nice and reinforced. The hardest part of this fix is getting the back off the tape. It's impossible. I'm getting better at it.
All the new screws we added are silver. So you can see we added one there, there, and in the very center top, and we did that on both sides. Ready to put it back together?
Yes.
You can use your handy mark so I know where the zipper should be centered. Right there. Right there. It's all back in. We're about to have the moment of truth and see how it fits.
Yes.
It's perfect.
Success. It
it's
works.
Perfect.
It's all smooth. It touches the bottom where it's supposed to.
No gaps.
No gaps.
All secure. This actually was not that hard of
No,
a fix
it
to make. I don't know why they can't do it at the factory, but
Regardless, it's really
it's an
it was
easy
very
fix
simple
for anyone
us
to do if you have the same situation.
Yeah.
But that's a wrap.
All right. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like and subscribe.
Until next time.